ranking every single historical character American Girl has ever done. So we're on tier maker. Credits to whoever's tier maker this is. And we have 5 categories. Top category is love, and we have still stunning. Third is I like you. Fourth is meh, and fifth, the last is didn't really hit the mark. So starting with the first doll on the list is the first one that came out. This is Kaya from 1764. And I'm just going to put these here for now. She is an interesting doll to me. I like her. I want to like her more. I feel like I should like her more. But she's fine. She's cool. I appreciate all the effort put into her. She's just never one that I particularly connected to. So I'm going to put her in meh. Next we have Felicity from 1774. This is one of my favorite dolls. She's beautiful. She has gorgeous eyes. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of her laser green eyes. I am. I think they're gorgeous. I love it with her red hair. I love her movie. I love her collection. She's one of my first dolls. She's a great doll. So I am going to put her up in love. I think she's a wonderful doll. Now her best friend Elizabeth, also from 1774, is very pretty. I love the pink dress she comes in. I love her hair, but I'm not really ranking on meat outfits. And so, for the doll herself, I'd put her in still stunning. She's a gorgeous doll. I feel like she's an underrated doll. The pin curls are beautiful. She has long hair, but she's just not as iconic as some of the dolls that are going to be a bit higher up. Next we have Caroline from 1812. To me, she epitomizes an underrated doll. This doll is absolutely stunning. She has long blonde curly hair, really unique aquamarine eyes. She's a stunning doll, and I thought having a doll from 1812 was really cool. I know a lot of people didn't love her. I don't know if she sold particularly well. She was only sold with American Girl for I think 3 years. But I think she is a phenomenal doll, and I absolutely love this doll. I really want them to bring her back. I want more for her. I'm trying to finish my collection of her things. I absolutely love that doll. I'm not even usually a blonde-haired doll fan, but she to me is just the absolute greatest. Next up, we have Josefina Montoya from 1824, and I didn't appreciate this doll much as a kid. I just thought, she's cool, she's fine. But the older I get, and now that I have her in my collection since she's my most recent doll, I really like her. I think she's a great doll. She's got long, beautiful hair that looks great in the braid. She has the earrings, which are great except when the hair gets stuck in them. She has such a sweet looking face, and she honestly has a pretty decent collection. It's not the greatest of collections, and her stories were fine, but didn't resonate with me the same way that, say, Felicity's did. But I still think she's a phenomenal doll, and I'm going to put her in still stunning. Next up, we have Cecile Ray from 1854. Now, this is another stunning, gorgeous doll that I absolutely love, and I wanted her so badly when she was released, and I didn't get her, unfortunately. She also was around only for 3 years, which was pretty stunning, because I think the shortest amount of time a doll had been around before that was Samantha from 1986 to 2009, maybe 8-ish. So I was really stunned when they retired her. I just thought I had more time to get her. I didn't realize they were retiring her, and with the whole Be Forever launch, she was gone. But I, from the moment she was released, loved her collection. I loved her stories. I learned a lot about the 1850s in New Orleans because that was not a period of time or anything I probably would have known about or searched out. But I really loved her stories, especially her mysteries. Those were really good mysteries. I love her hair. Her hair is stunning. I love the Sonali mold, and she looks so good in that. Her dress is also stunning, but again, not ranking on the dolls. I'll do a historical doll meat outfit ranking at some point in the future. But for me, she just goes into love. She's an absolutely stunning doll. Now, also from the 1850s, I don't know if it was 1854 actually specifically, we have Marie Grace from New Orleans. Now, this is a really pretty doll. I really liked her, and my friend wanted this doll really badly as a kid, but I never quite connected with her as much as I did Cecile. I don't know if I don't like the Marie Grace face mold quite as much. Her face looks a little more pinched to me. Whatever it was, I still think this doll is stunning. I still wish she'd been around for a while. It's still a doll I want very, very badly, and I really like, but she just wasn't as interesting to me with her stories. Her collection is still really solid. I don't love that her and Cecile share a lot of things. I wish they had made their collections a little more separate. But I would put her in the I like it category. I like her. She's a gorgeous doll that I want to own, but not to the same level as the ones above her on this list. Next, we have Kirsten Larson, who I know is from 1854. And this is a doll that I like, but I think she's a little overrated. I don't think her collection is all that special. I have a couple things from it. Her stories are fine. The beginning of her stories are great. The whole pioneer thing didn't do so much for me. That was never my aesthetic now or in the past. It was never something I gravitated towards. I do have her. I got her in 2009 when they were retiring her. She's my third doll. And I do like her. I do like that she is Swedish heritage. She has pretty hair. I'm not the biggest fan of her braids, but I do still really like her. But overall, she's not one of my favorites, and I don't think she has the greatest of collections. I'm kind of in between meh and I like you, and overall, unpopular opinion, I'd probably put her in meh. Next, we have Miss Samantha Parkington from 1904. This is my first doll. She was given me because we looked alike, and this is a doll I really love. I love her movie. I love her collection. I think it's one of the best collections American Girl has had. Even her Be Forever stuff is pretty good, which wasn't always the case with Be Forever collections. She has really beautiful hair. I know some people think she's basic or they don't love her, but she was practically American Girl's logo for a while for a reason. She's one of the originals. She's beautiful. I really love that they picked 1904 because that is an. Next, we have Addie from 1864. Now, this is a doll I really like. I think she has a lot of great outfits in her collection. I think she may have the best stories of all the American Girl dolls. But the doll itself, I like her. She's a really good doll. I'm just not quite as into her as I feel like I should be. I'm still going to put her in the still stunning because I think she is a beautiful doll and she looks good in a lot of things. I just don't put her quite in the love category as a doll. That might be an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people think she's the greatest doll they've ever done, and I like her, just not quite to that extent. Time period I'm really interested in, and I don't know if I would have been as interested without her. And this is the doll that started it all for me in 2005. She's the reason I love American Girl, and so she's going straight up to love because how could you not love her? She's absolutely iconic. It doesn't get more iconic than Samantha. So next, also from 1904, we have her best friend Nellie O'Malley, and this is one of the dolls I want most that I don't have. I think she's really cute. I loved her story in Samantha's books, in the movie, in Nellie's own books. She's a gorgeous doll. I don't think she's quite to the level of Samantha and all that. Maybe she is. Now we're gonna put her up here. I think she's a great doll. I think she's something a little different for American Girl, and she's a character that I really, really like. And her hair and her eye color is stunning, and she has some really cool outfits in her collection. I love her, and I love Meat Outfit. I just love everything she comes with. So next we have Rebecca Rubin from 1914. This is the first American Girl historical character I remember being new. She came out in 2009, and I remember thinking She was so cool, and that was the character I was going to get eventually. It took me a while, but I finally got her this year. I really regret not getting much of her collection in the past because I think she has a phenomenal collection. One of the best, a very underrated one. And she's a gorgeous doll. Some people say she's a little too close to Samantha. I don't particularly see it, but even then, I love Samantha, so it wouldn't matter all that much to me. She's a really great doll. I do not like her new Be Forever meat outfit at all, but I love her curls. I love her green eyes. I love her collection. Her stories are decently interesting. Not the most interesting to me, but she's also pretty nostalgic to me, being the first one I remember, and I can remember when everything she's ever had is new, and that's pretty cool to me. And she's not on the level of the top dolls, which are just the greatest dolls, but I think she falls in with the rest of them. She's a still stunning doll. Next, we have Claudie from 1922. This doll took a bit to grow on me. I think she'll be the next doll I add to my collection. I really love her hair. Her outfits are fun. She has a fun yet small collection they really need to build onto. But her face mold took me some time to get used to, as has just about every new mold after the Sonali mold in 2009. I don't know why that's the cutoff, but there you go. And she just looks younger than the other characters to me, which I don't love. But I still think she's a really pretty doll. I love her stories. I love the entire world they created for this doll. I'm glad they added another African American doll to the line. I'm glad they finally did a 1920s doll. Kind of surprised me it took that long. She's great, but I don't love her to the same amount as some of the other dolls. So like Marie Grace, she's a doll I want to own at some point. But I just put her in I like you. I think she's great. Some people don't love her. I know a lot of people really love her. Some people already have her in their top tier, but to me, I like the doll. I want to own the doll, just not quite as into that doll as other dolls. Next, we have Kit Kittredge. This is the doll I didn't appreciate enough as a kid, but she has a phenomenal collection. She's a writer. She has the cutest bob ever, and I don't even like bobs, but she has the greatest bob. She has a really great meat outfit. Her Be Forever meat outfit is okay. I'm trying not to mention the meat outfits too much, but it definitely plays into how I see the doll, just because that's what you see the doll with most. That's what you get the doll with if you bought it new or used most of the time. So it definitely plays a part in there. But I love Kit. I think Kit looks great in just about everything. I love putting my Kit in a bunch of outfits. My Kit's also pretty special to me, so I know that plays into it. She is the best American Girl movie, and I think she is so iconic, and she could be anywhere but the love category for me. Next, we have Ruthie Smithens, who is Kit's best friend. Now, personality-wise, I don't think this doll is as interesting, but she'll always hold a special place in my heart because I got her in the American Girl place back in 2009. She was my second ever doll, and I ran around the store deciding between her and Felicity, and ended up choosing her. But she's a really beautiful doll. I'm really glad they made a best friend for Kit, but she would probably go into the still stunning category. I kind of put her on the same level as Rebecca. I kind of associate those two in my head as being about the same level of doll. And I love Ruthie, but she's not in the love category, but I definitely like her a bit more than I do Marie Grace and Claudie. So I won't quite put her on that level, but I think she's an underrated doll. She's beautiful. She looks amazing in purple, and I really want them to bring the best friends back and give us more outfits because she only had 3 of them. Next up, we have Nanea Mitchell from 1944. This was another doll that took a while to grow on me. She came out right as I was getting out of actively collecting American Girl the first time, and I didn't think I was ever going to want to own her for the longest time because of her face mold. It's just a lot more roundy and plasticky almost looking to me than the other dolls, and she also came out in 1944, and we already had Molly, who's iconic, and her best friend Emily. So I'm glad they didn't replace Molly. I'm glad Molly's back. and I like a lot of things that they've done with Nanea, but I never connected with her stories particularly. I love her wig, her hair is beautiful, her eyes, her meat outfit's alright. Her collection is pretty hit and miss for me. I have some of it, there's some of it I never want to own. I don't want to say she didn't hit the mark, because for what you want to make, she did, but I definitely feel like they could have improved her and they could have done a lot more with her. So for now, I'll put her in the meh category. So next we have, also from 1944, Molly McIntyre. Now this is an iconic doll. It's one of the originals. She has glasses, which is really unique for the line. I love her braids. Her meat outfit is fine to me, but she's really iconic. Her collection is hit and miss for me, but the hits I really, really like. I think she's a great doll. I think she's a really fun doll. I really enjoy owning her. She looks really good in some outfits. Her story's pretty memorable and iconic. I didn't connect a whole bunch with her as a kid, but I still really do like her. So I think I'll put her in the still stunning category. She's a great doll, but she's not top tier for me. Next we have her best friend Emily, which I'm surprised they made this her best friend because she had two friends before Emily came to stay with her, and they were more friends, but two best friends might be a little difficult. There wasn't a ton to differentiate them or differentiate them from Molly, so I understand why they wanted to do something a little different. And so we have Emily Bennett. I like this doll. I think her hair's nice, her blue eyes are nice. She's not the most unique to me. I really love her outfit, and it's a doll I want to own at some point, but she has never really connected with me as much as Molly has or others. I still think she's a great doll. I'll put her in I Like You. She has some fun outfits. She's a good doll, but not nearly as interesting to me as some of the other dolls. Next, we have Mary Ellen Larkin from 1954. Another slightly tricky doll placement for me because I love the 1950s. It's my favorite decade. And Mary Ellen, she's she's alright. I love her collection. I love her meat dress. I love a lot she came with. I was beyond excited and ecstatic when she came out when I was about a teenager or so, and I got to pick her out in the store. She's a good doll. I like her eye color, but my problem is sort of with her hair color. I don't love it. She's an underrated doll. I've just never really loved the strawberry blonde hair so much on dolls. I sort of wish they would either make it blonde or red and commit to it. I think her being a redhead, a full on redhead, would have been really fun. But she does have fun hair. I much prefer it up in the ponytail though. I don't think it looks all that great down. And she has such a great collection, but I don't feel she looks good in everything. I do think she's an underrated doll. She didn't have the best stories, and she is super fun. She's super 50s. She has a really fun collection and a lot of great stuff. But the doll herself, to me, I like the doll. But I wouldn't say that she's top tier, second tier. She's probably like at the top of the I Like You tier. And that feels almost wrong because I do like her more than the other ones in this tier. But I don't like her as much as the ones above her. I don't know. She's a really tricky doll for me. I kind of go back and forth on where she is. Her bangs kind of bother me. I'm not the biggest fan of those. As a kid, she was super high. As an adult, she gets a little lower. I don't know. I want to really like this doll more. I love the 50s and her outfits, but the doll itself is good. It's just not great, and I feel like she could have been better. I don't want to say she didn't hit the mark because for the 50s she definitely does. Just for my preference, she could have been better. Next we have Miss Melody Ellison from 1964. She was released, I think, right after Mary Ellen was in 2016, so I was enough into dolls still at this point when she came out, and I do think she's fun. She did take a bit of time to grow on me. I don't love her bangs. I do like bangs on American Girls, I love Samantha's, I love Molly's, but I'm more of a full bang person if they're gonna do it. I don't really love the side bangs they're doing, or these really, really thin bangs. I also think she could have looked better without the bangs. She has a pretty good collection overall. There's a couple of things I don't love, but overall, I enjoy her collection. I feel like they could have added some more 60s stuff in it, but she has some fun outfits. She has really fun hair. I really like this doll. I think she's great. I was super excited to get her in the store. I love the blue and the green. She's a fun doll. She's really pretty. She looks good in a lot of stuff. But her collection, well, overall, pretty good. Isn't the greatest. And her stories are pretty good, but I feel like they could have also made her a little more creative. Having her being the music and her main melody, I don't know if I love that. And she's good, I just feel like she could have been a little better. And I love owning the doll, but she wouldn't be my favorite. I do love the texture, though, in her hair. I just wish she hadn't had the bangs. But she's kind of on the level of Mary Ellen to me. I love them both. I can associate with them with each other. They came out around a similar time. I like them, just not quite as much as some of the other dolls. Next we have Julie Albright from 1974. She came out right before I really got into American Girl as a kid, and I like her. I've always felt she was a little overrated. American Girl always gives her a lot of things and seems to love her. I guess maybe a lot of parents bought her for their kids because they're from that era. My mom was born in 1974, so maybe that's part of it. They're trying to appeal to parents to buy it, as I'm sure they are with the 90s now. But I never connected with her a ton. I did like her stories. Her collection grows on me, but her collection is the most hit or miss collection there is. She has some of the ugliest outfits, and she has some phenomenal outfits that I really want to have. I acquired her recently, so I'm really happy to own her. I love the braid in her hair. I used to put one braid in my hair as a kid, but she just wasn't quite as interesting as the other dolls, and I always resented that American Girl heaped so much on her and not some of the other dolls. I think she'd probably be a meh doll. Like, she's fine. I think she's got really shiny hair. My opinion on her could go up as I have her longer. I put her in a bunch more things. She's good. She's a little overrated, and I would definitely say I like both Melody and Mary Ellen and some of those other dolls better than her, but she's still a really fun doll, and I do like a lot of the things they've given her. She's had some great furniture outfits, she has a bathroom, she has a bunch of stuff the other dolls have never had. I just wish they would focus on some of the other dolls and give them some love. So next, we have Ivy Ling, who is Julie's best friend, also from 1974, and she's a good doll to me. I like her. I don't hate any of the dolls. Her meat outfit's atrocious, but her hair is alright. She's a fine doll. Her story is really boring. They didn't really give her anything important. Her outfits are kind of boring. I do like her New Year's Eve outfit. They gave her almost nothing. She's the only Asian American in the American Girl line of dolls, and she was retired pretty quickly, honestly. She wasn't around for that many years, and she wasn't all that unique. I sort of wish she had been the main doll. Could have been a little more interesting. I'd love to own this doll like I would all the dolls at some point, except maybe two of them. But I don't know. I just feel like they could have done way better with her. I feel like they could have kept her around longer. I also feel like maybe they could have made her a bit more of a character because they feel like they had a lot to explore rather than her just exploring her heritage, especially in the 70s in San Francisco. And the doll is fine. It's a doll I would definitely want to have, but to me, she's nothing super cool. And to me, she didn't really hit the mark. I feel like she could have been a lot better. So, although it is a doll I want to have, and it's a great doll, I'm going to put her in. Didn't really hit the mark. Next, we have Courtney Moore. She's from the 1980s. She was also a more recently released doll. And a lot of people say she kind of looks like Mary Ellen. I don't particularly see it, but I don't love her hair color. Her curls are fine. I know it's very 80s, but I hate the side pony. So if I do get this doll, those will come out. She has a fun collection, but I feel like they could have made it less stereotypically 80s. It's extremely stereotypical, and it's not the most interesting to me. It doesn't seem to have that much of an identity. I don't love the Mix and Match collection. She has Care Bear pajamas and Care Bear stuff. She has Pac-Man. She has all the 80s things, but I don't love her. I don't love her bangs. I don't know what they're doing with the side bangs. Her meat outfit's not great. She's a really basic looking doll, and I feel like they could have done more with her. I like her curls, but that's about all with the doll that I really connect to. I haven't read her stories yet, so that might change my opinion a bit. She is a doll I do want. I do love the 80s and 80s music and a lot of 80s media, but I feel like they could do a lot better with her. I've heard she's getting new stuff later in the year, so maybe they'll change that and they'll make her a bit better and make her a little more interesting with her collection and a little less basic and nostalgia grab. But we'll see. Overall, not the most impressed with her, but she does have some fun pieces and she does have nice curls. So I'm just gonna leave her here and didn't really hit the mark. I think she's a good doll. I just don't think she's nearly as good as she could have been. But I also feel like American Girl can fix that a little bit. But we'll see. Next we have Isabel Hoffman from 1999. Now, I kind of resent 1999 being called historical, but these 90s dolls, they feel even more of a nostalgia grab than the 90s, and I don't always mind that. They do have some fun pieces. They've got a really cool computer. They have a couple of good outfits. Most of it I really don't love, but I feel like they could have done better. Her hair is really boring. I don't like her green eyes. They're almost like alien eyes. I know people compare them to Felicity's eyes, but these ones just look more uncanny to me. I don't love the Joss mold either, so that definitely plays a factor into it. I don't like her meat outfit. I love the colors, but I don't know why I don't love it. I just don't. And I feel like they could have done so much better with them. I sort of wish they'd been in the earlier 90s. I feel like that could have been a little more interesting. But she's just a really boring doll with nothing to her. She doesn't look like the other dolls to me. She's not that unique. I just think she's really boring, and she's probably my least favorite American Girl historical character. So she's gonna stay in the didn't really hit the mark right here. Next up, we have her twin, Nikki Hoffman. Now, aside from these two having the same mold, they look absolutely nothing alike. I know there's fraternal twins. I know they don't want to make them look exactly alike, and I appreciate that they have totally different personalities, but I wish they had made these dolls look a little more similar. I don't know. The money pieces are really distracting to me, so I really wish they hadn't done those. I don't love it, and I don't love the shade of blonde. It's kind of yellowy. Her eyes are much better. Again, I don't really like the mold. I do like her outfit, which is more surprising because I'm a bit of a girly girl, but I do like a lot of her tomboyish stuff. She's a fun doll. She seems cool. She's just also kind of boring to me, and it might be a doll I get at some point, but if I didn't, I'd be okay with that. I don't know. I just don't love the mold. I don't love a lot of what they did with these dolls, even though they have some fun pieces. So this is my tier ranking of every historical character American Girl's ever had, all 25 of them. Now I'm going to rank them within the tiers, and you can kind of see which one's my favorite, which one's my least favorite. So starting with the top tier, Samantha's my number one doll, always has been, always will be. She's my first doll, she's the greatest doll. I love her collection. Second, I'm gonna put Kit in there. She's a doll that's majorly grown on me. I love my Kit. My Kit's beautiful. She looks good in everything. Her bob is so fun. I think she's unique. I love her personality. I love that she's a writer. I love her movie. Her collection is phenomenal, and the Great Depression is a very interesting time to me. And she's iconic. Third, I'll keep Felicity here. I really like Felicity. She was one of my first dolls. She has beautiful hair, beautiful eyes. I love the Revolutionary War period. I think she has interesting stories. I think she's a really fun doll. And I really like the doll. I'm glad she's been brought back a few times. She has a really good collection that I'm happy to own quite a bit of. And I really like this doll. So I think she's going to go here. Caroline was close. She has gorgeous hair. She's a gorgeous doll. I think Felicity, I might like just a hair better. It's really close to me. They have really unique eyes, which is something I really love about both dolls. They have classic mold. I'm a big classic mold fan, as you may be able to tell. They both have pretty hair, but I think Felicity just slightly has better stories in collection. It's a close one, but I'll put Caroline next. And then after that, my ranking always changes with these dolls, so it can be really, really difficult. I think I'll put Nellie above Cecile. That's really hard. So next, in the still stunning section, all really good dolls. I really love Elizabeth. I think she's a really stunning doll. That doll has gotten used and abused by me. She really needs to have her head replaced. But she has such a gorgeous collection, beautiful eyes, beautiful hair. I think I'm going to keep her in that spot for now. I'm going to move Molly up next. I love Molly. She's great. I feel like she looks better in everything but her meat outfit, though, in her collection, essentially. Next, we'll go Rebecca. These are all really pretty dolls to me. I think I'll put her next. Just because she has a phenomenal collection and she's a great doll. I'll move Addie above Josefina. I love both of those dolls so much. They're both pretty equal to me. I just think Addie has a bit better collection and a bit better story. So I think she's the better doll. Just barely. And I'll leave Ruthie right here. I think this is a good spot for her. I really love her. I've just really fallen in love with some of the other dolls a bit more. Next, in the I Like You category, Mary Ellen is my favorite doll on this category. Next, I'd put... Next, I'll put Melody. I love Melody. I have Melody. Emily next. No, we'll move Claudie up there. Guess we'll move Marie Grace up there. Yeah, I think I like Emily's meat outfit more than I do the actual doll. And granted, that's part of it. But as a doll, not the most interesting to me. In my meh section, again, it feels wrong to have these dolls here. So that's just kind of where they're at for now. Kirsten's my favorite of them. We've had her for a while. I like her. She is a good doll. I think I'm going to move Emily down to this meh category. She's good. She's just not all that. I'm going to Marie Grace down here too. I'm going to move Kirsten up here. I'd say I like the doll. So in this category, I'll go Julie. I'll put Marie Grace first. Then Emily. Then Julie. Then Kaya. Then Linnea. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Didn't really hit the mark. Ivy's still a great doll, even though she didn't really hit the mark. Courtney can be next. And then I'll put the twins. I think Isabel is my least favorite twin. And there you go. I think that's all 25 historical characters from American Girl in a tier, in a ranking. Let me know what you think. I know some of these aren't the most popular of opinions, and you may not love all my opinions and where I put it, but let me know in the comments what I should change, where dolls would be for you, who's your favorite doll, who's your first doll. And until next time, thanks for watching Mariah Talks AG. Have a great day. Bye.